James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
And now they're ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run it again with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense for the Buccaneers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Shot, 17. Black shot. Strike 2.
On play action, Lance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. The Lance now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Kamara up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Working from the gun, Lance. He completes it to Evans. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Wait.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lance. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run with Edmonds again. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They go play action. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now a give to Edmonds, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or result. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a play fake. Lance out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Lance now on first down. And that's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. In motion right is Evans. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. This one taken in by Olave. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. it's Edmonds. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another carry now for Edmonds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Edmonds. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.